Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Coffee, Cards, and Clarity. Unfortunately, my bestie is not here with me today, but yesterday when I did the twin flame reading, I really wanted to do an Akashic record reading as well, and I just simply did not have time. So I'm back by myself today to do the Akashic record reading. We're snowed in. I have a snow day, so I have some time. And we are, I feel a lot more relaxed than I did yesterday. I was really, felt very rushed. But we wanted to do it and we wanted to record it for everybody. I want to get one or two more cards to represent the energy that is transferring, flowing back and forth between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay. If you had a question, the answer is yes. If you had a question, the answer is yes. Okay. When this happens, I want to make sure everybody sees it very clearly. We got the card yes. The very next card that came through was Twin Flame. Okay, I'm not starting over, even though that fell. Okay, got it. Yes, Twin Flame. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but the second card that came through was Mother, Wife, Sister, Daughter. And just the other day we had, what was it? Father, husband, brother, son. So now we have Mother, Wife, Sister, Daughter. The next card, the last card that came through for the overall energy going back and forth between the divine masculine and the divine feminine is the Power of Joy card. So the first card we have is right. So this message is for anyone who is needing to unleash their creativity. The card says right. That could be writing. That could also be anything else artistic where you kind of use your creativity in a way for yourself and others in a kind of a tangible way. Writing, painting, sculpture, performance art, any of that kind of stuff. The next card that comes through is the Mother, Wife, Sister, Daughter card. And just like the other card that came through, the, what was it, Father, Husband, Brother, Son, that this card is letting you know that both of you guys are more than the one thing. You're more than the husband or the wife to someone. You're more than the mother or the father to someone. You're more than someone's sister and brother. You're more than someone's daughter or son. You are so much more than that. Yes, Twin Flame and Power of Joy. Joy needs to transfer back and forth between the divine feminine and the divine masculine much more frequently than it has been. I've felt some really heavy energy. I usually tend to, you know what, let me do the Akashic records first. I usually tend to pull for, or channel, and pull for a lot of first wave twin flames because that's, well, because that's just what comes through. That is, those first wave twin flamers are people who have been in a connection for multiple years, decades. There's been a huge paradigm shift. I felt the paradigm shift myself on January 1st. It wasn't because of the actual date. It was just because of an actual situation that I was in and going through. And energy just washed all over me. And in that instance, I knew that everything had changed. Things that I thought I knew for certain, you know, yes, this is the path I'm supposed to be on. All of that just flipped. Just flipped. It wasn't that it was wrong. It was just things changed, paradigm shift of energy, and that path no longer serves me. Let's see how many cards we have here. Archangel Gabriel is here. Birth. Six of Scrolls. Three of Forces. couple more cards. The Willow. One more card, please, Spirit. This one flipped sideways. Seven of Keys, the Ascent. Okay. On the bottom of the deck was the Five of Keys, wishes fulfilled. And the Five of Keys represents kind of your values and your the things on earth, material things, material. So this is 3D. Earth is, Five of Keys as wishes fulfilled on earth in 3D. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book because this deck is just completely different and I do not have everything memorized. I will also tell you what I'm picking up from it, but I want to get the real words from the book. I think that would be helpful. I will also pull some more tarot cards and cards from Spirit, oracle cards from Spirit. Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the divine messenger, the archangel of communication, and he comes with his trumpet and scroll as well as two gentle sparrows, signifying powerful yet peaceful expression. On his chest he wears the crest of Mercury, the god of communication. This loving angel carries the sacred words of truth into the world and brings them easily to you. This card is very Gemini energy. When this card appears, it indicates a profound connection to this wonderful presence. Your power of expression is on the rise now. You will have an easier time communicating with others and expressing your feelings, and even working on projects involving communication, such as publishing, counseling, teaching, mediumship, journalism, marketing, radio, or television. Now is the time for any of these endeavors, but no matter what you do, remember the power of words. Call on Gabriel to inspire you and let you sing out. That's amazing to come with the right card, with the card right. The next card is the also Major Arcana, number 4, Birth. The sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient henge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogham letter Beith, B-E-I-T-H, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while two children run happily towards her. With this card, it is time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth or at least a metaphorical one. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has its roots in your deepest histories and your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that will bear fruit. This card associated with fertility, sensuality, motherhood. This is funny. Motherhood. There may be new energy in a romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project, too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and the opportunities that are about to come to you. Six of Scrolls, the Sands of Time. And the Six of Scrolls, the scrolls in this deck are kind of about communication. The Sands of Time. The sun has begun to set low on the western horizon, but it's still visible through the window. Through the window of a beautiful castle room. A man is focused with concern on a large hourglass that has almost run out. He rolls up his sleeves, ready to get back to work. This card shows that in some matter of importance, time is of the essence. There could be an opportunity that you don't want to miss. It may be a project, a situation, or a personal connection that requires action or even completion. You may have had some delays, or you may have been highly active and industrious for some time. Either way, keep going. Your focus and effort are still required in order to get to the end game. Don't let worry steer you away from your goal. There is more yet to come, so do not give up. The next card is the Three of Forces, and the forces in this deck is energy. It's our energy. It's called the Bird's Nest. A strong, sturdy nest cradles a new family of birds as the babies are fed. This card represents the force of creativity and expansion. When you receive this card upright, it is a signal to focus on starting a new thing or expanding, perhaps your business, your network of friends, or indeed your family. There may be some effort involved. The nest has to be built, and you will need to be open to the additions coming your way. Children may be forthcoming, and you may be renovating your home. Perhaps you will be hiring new employees or opening a new business location. Whatever it is, it will be well worth the effort, for the expansions you make will bring great joy. Spiritual expansions may be in store as well. It's never too late to widen your network of spirit family, friends, and guides. The rewards of that kind of expansion are limitless. Again, this kind of goes back to the right and what the Archangel Gabriel was telling us, that it's time to do more. It's time to get on this. The next card is also an energy card, and it's the Two of Forces, the Willow. And what's interesting is we have the 3 and the 4 here, and then the 3 and the 2 here. Both the 3 and the 4, both major arcana, and the 3 and the 2 here, minor arcana, but same suit. And these were very shuffled. So it's just interesting that out of all of it, these come together. So the willow. A big, beautiful willow tree stands in the summer sun. This stately tree is strong and flexible, and this card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, and in your spirit, and in the depths of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have a peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all of eternity. Stand confidently in your truth and take the actions that support the growth of all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. That goes along as well. So I can see right now in the Akashic records the time frame that we're in, what we're supposed to be doing, what this time is for, what this big shift was for, was to shift you into this creativity and to stand up for yourself, because you are more than just this. You also have your own stuff, your own soul lessons and journey and creativity to express. The last card that came through is the 7 of Keys. And this is kind of like, the 7 of Keys, that is about material wealth, kind of like right here on earth. Material wealth on earth. And it's called the Ascent. A man stands atop a mountain with a rope draped over his shoulder. Metal stakes known as pitons remain in the steep cliff face that he has climbed, evidence of the difficult path of his ascent. The rope may have been the physical key necessary for his achievement, but so were his hard work and resolve. This card shows that with a great effort and determination, you can apply yourself and your goals for assured success. That's the outcome. This will all be successful. For assured success. Though there may be some risk involved, you will and can reach the top. There could be a promotion or an advance to a much higher position. Understand, however, that it isn't just luck or external influences, but your own hard work and the application that brings this achievement you seek. So keep your efforts strong. Instead of being passed by, you will climb to the heights. So we can't just sit back and let universe do it all. We have to help them. We have to take the action. We have to take the action. When spirit throws us a life vest when we're drowning in the ocean, we have to take the action to put that on. We can't just say, I asked spirit and he threw me the life vest, but it didn't land on my body and buckle itself. No, that's not how it works. We have to put the action in. This is a really good Akashic reading. It lets us know that we are where we were meant to be. The twin flame card came out. The word yes came out. Creativity, you're more than just these things. You are so much more than just these things. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. And the power of joy. That needs to come through. That needs to go back and forth between the energies. More joy does. Let me go ahead. Okay, we've done an Akashic record. I'm going to do a very quick twin flame spread, or twin flame reading, excuse me. I don't think I'm going to do as many cards as before. We have the Ten of Cups, wishes fulfilled. We just had, you know, in the Akashic record that you would have assured success. Wishes fulfilled. Page of Pentacles. Can already see some growth happening. There's already some growth there. It's a new, fresh kind of, you're going to put in the hard work and you're going to see some regrowth and you're going to reap the rewards. The Tower. Like the card said, some things, like the Akashic record said, some things will not serve you and you'll have to let them go. Let's see, we're going to get some clarification on that. The Page of Cups. Again, a new beginning, kind of, well, not a new beginning, but he's going to come to you with kind of that innocence, fresh love. He's going to offer that to you. It's not quite ready yet. He's not a king. He's not an emperor. He's just a page, but he's getting there. The Nine of Swords, mental anguish. Okay, we're going to get some clarification. Let me go ahead and do one more card for the outcome. All right, I know I said one. There we go. I needed more. I don't know why. The outcome, the World, Queen of Swords and Page of Swords. Okay, so we'll get there. Let's clarify. Okay, let me say this first. The World, you know, she's kind of completed something. She's taking stock. She's grown. She's expanded. She's learned some lessons. Queen of Swords, she's a queen, but she's one of the queens that is very, let me rephrase that. She's not very motherly, okay, but she is a queen. This is a trait that she has. She's not very motherly. Page of Swords, very protective energy. So let's see what we get here for clarification. Clarify the Tower, please. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, I know what this is. To clarify the Tower, we have the Sun. Something happened in this connection that took the amazement away. Strength. Have to have not just physical strength, but mental strength to get through this Tower moment that took the amazement, the amazing part of something in one or both of you's counterpart's life. The King of Wands. He's a king, but just kind of like the Queen of Swords, you know, he's pretty demanding or in command, I guess you should say. Four of Wands. This is coming together, but it's not just over. Once you know, this is kind of like a wedding. Once you leave the wedding, you know, that's when everything begins. So you do, you know, something big has happened, but there's so much more. All of the rest of it's now. All the rest of the work is now. Comes after that. Three of Pentacles. This Tower moment came because one of you really wanted to work together to do this as a team. And the Judgment card coming through, it's letting me know that Archangel Gabriel came through in the Akashic records, and there he is as well. There he is as well. So the Archangel that came through in the Akashic records, that was about letting Spirit help you. Do not, this card is warning about this tower. The tower happens. There was a huge tower already, and it happened when the amazement was taken away. The Sun card, when whatever was the most amazing thing was taken away. This Judgment card is letting us know that one or both of us have already lost something with this tower and the Sun card coming through to clarify the tower. One or both of the counterparts has already lost something amazing, so dear. And we need to not turn our backs when the universe, through Archangel Gabriel, is coming through to help. We need to not turn our backs. Okay. Let's get some clarification around the mental anguish, around the Nine of Swords. Oof, that was some pretty heavy energy that came through there with the Tower. That mental anguish, to clarify the mental anguish, that's the King of Pentacles. There's been a lot of sacrifice that one or both of you guys have made for the connection, even though it may not have been broadcasted. But I believe, at least in the first wave twin flamers, I believe that the other counterpart knows. The other counterpart knows that their divine counterpart has sacrificed, has had a lot of sacrifice happening in their lives for this connection. Let's see. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, please. Okay. To clarify the Queen of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So, to clarify the Queen of Swords, interestingly enough, to clarify the Queen of Swords was the Page of Swords, which is also right next to her. So, to clarify the Queen of Swords, okay. The Queen of Swords needs her counterpart at this moment, the Page of Swords, to level up, become a knight. He needs to stop kind of with his bully, brash and arrogance there, with his little horse doing his demanding dance there. She needs him to step up from being the, when I say she and he, the Queen of Swords energy needs the person who is in the Page of Swords energy to step up and mature and become the knight, at least at this point. Because as of right now, the Queen of Swords, she has so many options that she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to, not who to choose. She doesn't know what to do and which path to choose. Then instead of making that choice, she's just leaving all of those choices there in her head and opting kind of to live in her head and in fantasy, but the reality, it's there. But she won't take any steps because it's still Page of Swords energy, and she wants at least, the other energy needs to level up at this point. I do believe they are. Okay, why Page of Swords energy? Because they feel really unsatisfied. There's a cloud literally handing this man a drink. A cloud is handing this man a drink, and that's not even good enough for him. He's a little defensive. He has his arms crossed. He's hurt. He's sad. He's unsatisfied, but he needs to level up. Let me get some cards for... Oh, how does he need to level up? Let's ask. Let's get some cards from Spirit. I want these cards from Spirit to include how the Page of Swords character can level up. Dreams. This one card came through already. Let's see what else. Soulmate. When this card comes through, depending on your situation, you'll have to look at your own situation. But depending on your situation, this card, the soulmate card, could mean that one or both of the counterparts has taken a soulmate in the meantime because of the extended time that this journey has taken. So one has kind of sat in respite for a while with a soulmate, or we have a twin flame card here. If we didn't have a twin flame card here, I would say that the soulmate card could also be that this connection is your soulmate, not your twin flame. We have the twin flame card, so I'm taking this as that one or both of you guys either are or have spent some time with a soulmate. For what energy could whoever's embodying the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups, the unsatisfied, what energy, what can they do to help with that? From Spirit, the message is dreams. So when they're dreaming, if they could try to speak telepathically or visit you, when you are there dreaming, if you could try to speak telepathically or visit your counterpart in a in astral projection, you could communicate through that way. That has to be done only if both counterparts are wanting that. I don't recommend anybody force themselves in someone else's dreams. Okay. And the next card that came through is Sexual Arts. Let's get some more cards from Spirit, please. In this deck, I like to ask one thing we're doing positive and one thing we're doing negative that needs to fall away. Usually the cards fall out to where it's easy to discern which is which. I hope that happens today. Let's take a look. Okay. Reconciliation. It's the first card that came through. And the Gospel is the second card that came through. So putting these two cards together, I believe that one thing that we're doing that is positive is that we're understanding. We have shifted in the paradigm. We have shifted into understanding with this Gospel card that what we used to think was meant to be. And for instance, a lot of first wave twin flames believed that they were just catalysts, that they were not meant to be in a 3D relationship, that it was only spiritual. It was meant for 5D. The Gospel card comes through and lets us know, as did the paradigm shift in energy, lets us know that actually that was what we were supposed to do. We saw that with the first reading I did, Same Journey, New Path. That was what we were supposed to do. We've just, taken an extraordinary amount of time to do it. So the gospel would be what we are doing. What we were doing negative was we were not believing that was our path, that we were not believing that the ultimate completion of that journey on earth in 3D would be actual reconciliation on earth. All this greenery behind it, they're on earth. They're on, they're here in 3D. This is a 3D card, and it's reconciliation. And that is what we will be doing, positive. Let's pull some more cards. Ooh. I guess I'll take them. Yep. Okay, glad I took them. So earlier, when we had the tower, and I asked why was the tower, and I asked what, to explain the tower, and the sun came through and strength came through, and I knew instantly that, there was a great loss here. They lost something amazing. You or they lost something amazing. This card is confirmation that that loss happened, and it was a huge loss. Grief, sadness, and resurrection. 9 of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, and protection. Let's see. More messages from Spirit, please. More messages from Spirit. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Walk through them. Be creative. Your wish is going to be fulfilled if you will just walk through that door. Do the work that you think you're not good enough for, that you think, well, I can't be a writer. I'm just a mother, wife, sister, daughter. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're meant to. You know why? Because you're a part of this amazing journey that we call the twin flame journey, or divine connection. Golden opportunity. Okay, I already read that one. Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. You can't be harmed. Yes, you can fail. Say you write a book or something and maybe it flops, but you're not going to be harmed, okay? You have guardians watching over you. Both of you do. Prosperity. The university is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving it. And I feel called to grab another deck from one of my friends. I'm going to grab both of her decks. This is a reader and tarot card designer and creator named Angelic Revelation 144. She is out of England, and she's a sweetheart, and she's a friend of mine, and she sent me these decks, and they're beautiful. She's really done an amazing job. They have the nicer coating on them or whatever, and they don't, like, one of the most expensive decks I have, I'll show you this, is this Ascended Masters deck. It's about to fall. And my poor cards, I've had it for a while now, and they're not holding up too well, but I can't replace the deck. I mean, I guess I could, but the deck has gone off the charts price-wise, and no thank you. I have a perfectly fine one here that's got a lot of wonderful energy attached to it. Let's see. To end, I'm going to go ahead and get this deck of hers. It's called the Sacred Healing Journey. And then she has another deck called Affirmations for Navigating the Sacred Healing Journey. So I'm going to pull a few cards from both of them. Okay. And these are very slick, so they may go flying. Home sweet home, moving in together. This could mean one of several things. Either you or your divine counterpart will be moving in together, or like with the soulmate card that came through earlier, either you or your divine counterpart is going to be spending some time living with a soulmate for a while. I will pull a few more from this deck. And you can find Angelic Revelation 144 on YouTube as well. Okay, those will stay there. This is the card I will take. Lunar cycles, connecting with the cycles of the moon, which goes back to the dreams card. Isn't it neat how that happens? Let me get some cards from her affirmations deck. Okay, here we go. Let's see what comes through. Divine love heals, guides, and leads me. Spirit speaks to me and through me for the highest good of all. Life force runs through all the elements of the earth. I choose to live carefully and consciously. So that's a call to stay in integrity and make good choices. Spirit is in control. There's no need for me to try to rush or force anything. Delays are beneficial and part of the greater divine plan that is unfolding. We had that earlier, especially in the kind of with the Akashic reading and that came through. So I think that's I don't really feel called to pull any more cards. I'm looking. Okay, I'll do one more, and I should have done this earlier. I don't even know why I'm really doing this. It's one of my other favorite decks, I guess. That's why. This deck's unusual. It has dark and light energies. I would like to get two cards, one showing me the overall energy that each divine counterpart is holding in them right now, how they're presenting in their life. Almost one of you guys is the light side of the Emperor, so it's more of a, you know, a kind leader and in charge. The light side. These cards, they have a light side and a dark side, every card. So for instance, if the dark side of the Emperor had come through, that would have meant that one of you guys was being, you know, kind of more demanding or domineering or dominant. But we have the light side of both cards, the light side of justice. So this card is letting me know that we keep coming back to these cards. That plan that you guys signed up for before you ever got here, that needs to transpire at some point. That is what's justice. That needs to happen. That is what's just and what is right. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and my bestie Beth is going to be coming back over later today. It's Friday night, woohoo! So who knows, we may get goofy and do another reading. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will chat with you guys later. Take care.